Welcome to the YouTube channel of me, Uglywretch. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or else.
Okay, it's really hot, so I'm just going to review something quick, okay? So we're going to review Devastation Prime. I got this for like £8 off Vinted. It's missing the axe, and I found out it's actually missing the matrix, but I don't really care. So we're just going to do this quick, just so I can get out of this heat, okay? Sorry, I know it's your Friday review, but that's what you get. And it looks like this. And this is a bit gappy, a little bit gappy there. The red's a mismatch because it's painted over the blue. Side window's not painted. Weird gap there. Weird gap there. This is far too long. What's that supposed to be? You know, visible head. And to be honest with you, those are the, well, maybe the wheels are a bit weirdly put. That's about it, really. Those are really the negatives. Like, this isn't the mode that it's supposed to be for. Okay, this is the fact that it can do it, but it's not the mode it was made to do. And I'm going to let it off. In all honesty, it's not that bad. Let me just do a size comparison quickly. It says Legacy Crankcase. So it's, I mean, was it someone said to me the other day, grumble, grumble, scale, grumble, grumble. And they're completely correct. I mean, technically this is somewhere around a deluxe, but just. But it's, I don't know, I've got a soft spot for it. Yeah, I kind of wanted to have a soft spot for it when everyone was saying it was terrible when it was first released. And then I kind of forgot about it, and then I found it cheap. And now I've got it in hand, I'm like, yeah, definitely got a soft spot for it. So, this is very Robot Masters. Absolutely looks and feels Robot Masters. But I'll give my final synopsis if you haven't watched the live stream where I was messing with it. I'll leave my final synopsis to the end. But we'll transform it. And it's quite simple. What we're going to do is we're going to get these wheels, and we get the piece that they're on, and rotate that whole thing there. And again on this side. Now we're going to get this side piece, pop it loose, bring it over, and then that tab goes into that slot. And on that side, someone's making noise outside. How dare they make noise on a Friday afternoon? Lock that into place. Bring up these pieces. And bring down those pieces, and you wouldn't have guessed, but that's a foot. There's no excuse for it. I'm sorry, there's really no excuse for it, but I don't care. If you actually look, though, they have got brake lights and stuff moulded in there, so you could paint those on and maybe a bit of silver there if you were so inclined. But the detail's there, it's just not painted. This is where it gets a bit funky, so we'll split this. Is this the best way of doing it? Yeah, go on. We'll split this, and we'll actually wrinkle it down a little bit. Yeah. There's this little notch here that goes into a little groove underneath there. See that? See how that side's in? Just pop that loose. There you go. So even when you're transforming this into the vehicle mode, it's easiest to do it one at a time and then squeeze them together. Then we'll get these half hitch pieces, and they rotate to the inside of the leg. Okay. Okay, bring the camera up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come to this front piece here, and we're going to try and... This is where it gets a little bit fiddly. There's a little red tab, can you see that there? That goes into this white piece, so you need to sort of unhook that a little bit and pull this out. There are a lot of little tabs and hooks here and there, okay? That's the only finicky bit about this. So you untab, unhook, bring it out. You end up with this. Might as well rotate out the hands while we're here. Bring the shoulders forward. And just get them up out of the way for now. Okay. We're going to push in this grill a little bit. And then we get these side pieces here. And they actually rotate to the front. And in doing so, there's that little tab slot there. And it goes onto that. This is very much more guidelines. They don't really grip per se, but it's just to say that everything's lined up. And now we can turn this around. And then we flip the headpiece up and we push it all the way through and it locks in. And this ends up about there. I don't know what this is other than just something to have on the back, but sure. And now we can just get these wheels on the side here, fold these up into the middle and leave them there. At which point we've basically just turned the head around and straighten the arms out. And that is Devastation Prime in his robot mode. And yes, it's very simple, it's very quick, you've seen it all before, and I'm not against it, like, at all. Because what you end up with is a very nice looking figure, and you can tell very much that this was the main aim of this figure. They wanted a nice looking Prime. Vehicle mode was secondary, robot mode was primary. And he does look really nice. He's very much more an action figure that transforms rather than a transformer that you can play with. You know what I mean? It's very much more an action figure first. But like the knees, the hips, everything, the swivel, the foot has a swivel, all that kind of stuff, and that soft tabs in, doesn't really hold that well. Hinges forward and backward, up and down. In here is a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of shoulder wiggle. Yeah. 90 degree, spins all the way around. Can't really do much with the hands because of the way they transform, but, you know. The head is on a ball joint, but you don't get a lot out of it. But look at that head. That's a stunning little Prime head. Wish these were picked out in a little yellow, but it's, you know, not the end of the world. Again, the white, should it be silver? Yes. But considering this is more of an action figure and they are going to get rubbed, they've gone, you know what, forget it. We're going to avoid the complaints and we're just going to do them white. I understand and I can accept it. So that's kind of where he ends up. And normally you'd have had the axe that you could put in his hand, and I don't really care. So this is what we've got. I need to find a gun for him, and that's about it. I really like him, like legitimately. It's a stupid, like, a lot of people wanted to complain about this, and honestly, you don't really notice it because the rest of it is just so nice proportions. Like, this is very anime proportions. Like, look at him. You know, look at all the detail and all this kind of stuff. And I've said it before, but he feels very much more like, instead of a cheap official figure, he feels like a quality KO. You know what I mean? Like, if I bought a knockoff and it had this kind of quality, I'd be super impressed. But because it's an official figure, people are like, oh no, it's terrible. I'm like, is it though? If this wasn't official, you'd be saying this is a great Prime. It's just because they sold it for 25 and you were trying to compare it against other things. But as it is, for what it is, it's actually really cool. And I actually forgot this opened up because it's so smooth, you don't really notice so much. But yes, it does open up and he should have a little matrix in there. But I don't have it, and I don't care. In all honesty, I don't care. Prime didn't have the matrix until the film, so what? But let's get size comparison. So there's Deluxe Medics, and yeah, look how much he bulks out. Look how tall he is. Look how well they've done the job. Again, really good. I am looking at upgrade kits for him, and it's primarily just so I can get the gun. The upgrade kit I'm looking at takes these out and uses two little pieces that actually fill this out more, and then make a hitch, which apparently you can use for other trailers. It comes with an axe that goes completely over the hand, and then there's like a pin that goes all the way through, so there isn't like a hollow bit underneath. Comes with the gun. Comes with a replacement for these that look more like the fuel tanks, and then fillers for, I think, there, and there, which honestly don't bother me so much. But if it's part of the set's like 16 quid. 16, 17 from AliExpress. I'm like, there's also an arm kit that replaces these, but honestly, I don't see what difference it makes. So I'm not sold on that. But honestly, like, looking at him, this is far more of an action figure. Like, you're just going to be having him jumping around, punching people in the face and making awesome poses. Yeah, that's just me just wiggling the bits around, and I've made him do an awesome diving punch. He's very much an action figure, and I do actually really like him. He feels solid. He feels fantastic. Like, even how hollow these arms are, he still feels rock solid. There's no flex in it. He's a good little figure. I say little. God, see the sweat starting on my hands. I need to scarper. Anyway, I'm going. I'm going to stop ranting about how much I like this figure, because legitimately I do. He's actually really cool. I'm going to go. So, I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Well, hopefully this heatwave's gone away. Please, heatwave, go away. Bye then.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come back now, you hear?